Hey, it's Smitty coming at you with another edition of Champions Perspective. With me, as always, your good analyst, Tim Kovac. Tim, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I wouldn't call myself a good analyst. I went 0 for 6. But I'm doing the best I can, I guess. It's nobody's lineups are set, and I'm terrible at fantasy football this year, so it is what it is.
Well, we appreciate your insight every week. I'm pretty sure you're helping out some of these fucking turds out there. Let's get right to it, Tim. Let's take a look at last week's gun show.
Sounds good.
All right, Timmy. Let's start off here with Pimpin' Ain't Breezy versus Wrecking Crew, which is me versus Pete. Oh, hey, I'm on week 7.
Next week. You're on next week. I was going to say
yeah.
You played Ron last week.
Yeah, it's called jumping the gun.
That's right. We'll get there. Nice and easy, bud.
All right, so here comes my Johnson versus Pimpin' Ain't Breezy.
I picked you to win this one, and unfortunately I was wrong. He had Connor and Adams both go off. It was too much for you. And you had another poor performance out of Odell, which cost you.
Yeah, that did. I had Breeze on by. I can't give him any excuses. Ron turned it into a good game and just put the whooping on me. I felt like I had a chance. We were tied for a lot of the game, but yep, he brought the whooping stick.
Yes, he did.
Let's move on to Mac versus Scully.
I picked Mac to win this one, and he does what Mac does when I pick him, and he shit the bed.
Shit the bed he did.
Al had I think he had Frank Gore do all right for him, and Goff completely underperformed for Mac, so that hurts.
Yeah. Red Rifle put up about 18 points for Scully.
Yeah. And old man Gore just keeps chugging along. I think he got double digits for him. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah,
so
he put up 100 yards, that's for sure.
Yep.
He just learned that, Ben Scholes will try to pry him off your hands, Scully. Watch out for that old fucker. All right, let's move on. Speaking of devil, Benjamin Scholes versus brother Bill Kovac.
This one, where are we at here? Fake mustache. Yeah, I picked Bill to win. That's my mistake. Derek Carr really screwed Bill on this one. You can't get negative 1.4 points from your quarterback and expect to win ever. And it's amazing he still scored 94 points, and with minus 1.4 from your quarterback, if he has just if he has a below average day, he wins that game. But it is what it was.
It's tough. He had Hunt put up 32.5 points. You hate to see a loss when somebody performs like that, but like Bill said, during that Sunday game, he's like, Ben Roethlisberger, really putting a hurt on me, and that minus 1.5 from Carr didn't help.
Yeah, it was definitely Carr that put the hurt on him.
Yeah. All right, let's move over to still undefeated Brian Puffer versus yourself, Timmy.
Yeah, I picked me to win. This will be 3 out of 4 weeks where I played the high point getter. It's been tough for me, but it is what it is. And P.S. You guys can stop sending me shitty offers for Fournette. I'm probably not going to accept any of them. So
yeah.
But yeah, good win, Puff.
Yeah, good win, Puffer.
High point getter. That's awesome. 3 out of 4 weeks. Like I said in the group chat, Ron will be up in 2 weeks. I'm sure Ben will have the best game of his life next week, so it'll be interesting.
Well, we'll get to that. Let's step over to Holbrook versus Cole.
Yeah, I picked Holbrook to win this one. As you can see, Cole took it.
Yep.
Deshaun Watson was hurt, which was Cole's quarterback, but since Holbrook's starting 3 of them as starters, it really hurt him more. So
yeah, I mean, Cole's guy didn't even put up a positive full point, did he?
I think he did. I think he got like 8 points. He was under double digits. But when you have their two starting number 1 and 2 receivers and their number 1 back, and the quarterback's playing like shit, it's a quarterback-driven league. That's And then McCaffrey also underperformed for Nick as well. So,
Well, I don't think you're too sad about Holbrook losing, are you?
no, 0% sad.
Yep, absolutely. Let's move on over to Pete Lamb versus Adam Davis.
I picked Davis on this one, and Pete took it. Mahomes just balled out, and Mahomes and Sony Michel were too much for Davis to overcome.
Yep, I believe they were battle of the 1 and 4s at the time, and
Yep.
Pete got that win to take him out of last place, which Davis solely has.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about that? I tell you what, Timmy. After looking at that, let's take a look at the divisions,
Sounds
and
good.
then from there, why don't we do a segment? I'm gonna call the all too early playoff projections.
Perfect.
All right, TK. So here's the divisions. Let's start over at the good. You've got Ron leading at 5-1. Followed with Cole at 4-2, Mac at 2-4, and Pete bringing up the rear at 2-4. What do you got to say about this division, Timmy?
It's actually a little bit closer than people give it credit for, especially at the top there. Like, Ron's having a great season so far, but Cole, from the beginning, has just been kind of plugging along steady Eddie. So it'll be real interesting to see how that one turns out.
That's good. We'll keep a close eye on that one. Let's move over to the bad. We got Puffer still undefeated at 6-0. You got me coming up 500, 3-3. Followed by Ben, who got a win at 2-4, and Davis also bringing up the rear at 1-5.
This one really looks like it's going to be Puffer's division. It's going to be real tough to catch him at this point. I know there's still a lot of football to play, but
I just gotta basically hold on to second place if I want to make anybody. If anybody wants to make the playoffs here, they're going to have to be in second place in this division.
Yep.
Moving down to the ugly, we got Nick at 3-3.
Certainly is ugly.
We got brother Bill at 3-3. We got Skullfuck at 3-3, and we got you, Timmy, at 2-4.
Sitting at 2-4, playing 3 out of the 4 top point getters last week ain't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
This one's still anybody's division. You win 2-3 games in a row, and you're going to be sitting on top of that division. It's just, It is what it is. It's ugly for a reason. So I don't think I'm out of it. I don't think anybody's out of it. It'll be real interesting. It's probably going to come right down to it. It's going to be a week-by-week dogfight. So we'll see.
Yeah, those last 3 weeks of the season are really going to come down to it. That's for sure. I know you're 2-1 in the division. I know Holbrook's 2-1 in the division. That's going to help you later on. You just need to get some more wins under your belt.
Yep.
So just taking a look at this rundown, we got Ron with the 2-game winning streak, with Cole with a 2-game winning streak. Mac lost twice. Pete on a 1-game winning streak. Of course, you got Puffer at 6. I'm lost 1. Ben's got a win 1. Davis has a loss 1. You got Holbrook lost at 2. That's that's good for your division when the leaders lost 2 in a row. Brother Bill lost 1, and Skull at win 1, and four. Fuck, you know better than anybody. You got a 4-game losing streak starting out 2-0.
Yeah, I do. That goes with the 3 out of the 4. 3 out of those 4 losses were against the top point getter. What do you know? Yep. And I gave one away with a shitty lineup. It is what it is. Like, I suck this year, but we'll see. It's where we're just about halfway through, so if I could turn that 4-game losing streak into a 4-game win streak somehow, it's a different animal. So
absolutely,
we'll see.
Well, with that, Timmy, let's jump into next week's picks.
Sounds good.
All right, Tim, looking down the barrel of week 7 here. Let's get into your weekly picks. Leading off with me versus Pete. What are your picks for this game, Timmy?
I actually did you a solid here, Smith. I think Pete's going to win. His strength of running backs and Mahomes. If AP plays and plays well, I think Pete's going to take this one. So, sorry, but it's probably doing you a favor. So
yeah, it hurts a little bit on the outside, but with that curse you got pushing for 0-6 last week, I appreciate it. Let's turn our attention over to Ron Meiser versus Adam Davis. Two cubicle cock gobblers. And at their place of work. They'll be talking about this game all week, I'm sure.
I'm sure they'll be talking shit, and then all next week, the braggart, whoever wins, gets to just rub it in all week.
Well, who's the winner, Timmy?
I picked Davis. They both got hit by the bye week monster, but I feel without Connor and Devontae Adams, those are two huge point getters for Ron, and without them, it's tough to overcome. I think Davis is out like a tight end and a kicker and a defense, but you could stream most of those guys this year, especially if you don't have one of the top 3 tight ends. So I picked Davis.
Upset of the week.
Yeah, you're welcome, Ron. Sorry, Davis.
Let's move down here to Brother Bill versus undefeated current champ Brian Puffer.
You know, I want to start this one off by I think it's so great how Puff's team has been able to avoid injury, and his big 3 have been able to just stave off injury. And, you know, one of his receivers has always been able to go off and score like 20-plus points. It's very awesome. You know, and I love that. So I picked Puffer to win because of the health of his team and how one of his receivers always finds a way to go off.
Yep, that it is. Timmy, let's move over to you.
I'm trying to lay the jinx on pretty thick. Trying to lay that jinx on pretty thick with that one.
You know, maybe next week, you know, Timmy or if Puffer pulls this one out, we'll start a new segment called, you know, When Will the King Fall, you know?
Maybe. I'm hoping that curse stays strong this week and 2 or 3 of his players' legs break off or something.
All right, Timmy, we got battle of 2 and 4s, which is you versus Ben. What do you got here?
Let's see. This one's tough for me. I always pick myself, but honestly, the way these past 4 weeks have gone, I got to take Ben. Like, Ben's going to have his best week of the year this week, and then, you know, I'll leave Chubb on the bench, and Chubb's going to score more points this week than my 3 running backs combined.
Yeah.
And then Ben's going to win.
The radio's been talking about Chubb getting extra touches this whole week, so maybe you should just put him in.
You can't put him in. You can't put him in on a hope and a prayer.
Yeah, you sit Austin Eckler and you sit Chubb and put Chubb in there.
I think I am sitting Eckler already.
Sounds horrible. Huh? You want to move him? I'll take him back. Let's take a look here at Alan Scully versus Cole Marshall.
Cole wins. Wentz, Barkley, and Thielen are too much. I think Thielen's the number 1 receiver right now. Barkley's a top 5 receiver, and Wentz is starting to shake the rust off from that surgery. That's too much. Cole wins.
Cole wins. Let's move over to Nick versus Mac. 3 versus 2 and 4. What do you think here?
I picked Mac. Goff, Elliott, and Cooks, and Mike Evans is just. I think they're all due to have big weeks. So I think some of Nick's key components or key players have tougher matchups. So.
We'll Mac it is.
Yep.
Well, Timmy, this is almost the unofficial middle of the season. You know, it's a 13 game season. We're at week 7. You know, it is what it is. I don't know. Is Davis on suicide watch? Is Puffer unbeatable? You know, is Cole going to stay consistent?
Cole's team will stay consistent. That division is going to be real fun to watch because Ron's team's got the big playability. So both of them are going to continue to win. That one's probably going to come down to the divisions at the end as well. Puffer's definitely beatable, but it's tough. I don't think anybody in his division can touch him. He's going to have to lose in these next couple weeks with somebody's team getting red hot. My division's so close, it should be a coin flip unless somebody goes on a crazy run here coming up with these next 3 weeks. But the halfway point, still very interesting. It's still anybody's game to actually get into the playoffs, and that's all you want to do at this point. You don't need to win your division. You don't need to be the high point getter. Just get into the playoffs, and then anything can happen. So,
sure. I have a Cinderella story of making it into the playoffs for my first championship at a record of 7-6.
Yeah.
Boy.
And that's you just got to get in. If your team's firing on all cylinders at the right time and you sneak into the playoffs, you could very easily go from that guy who scores, 80 to 100 points a game to 130 to, real quick. Snap of a finger. So,
like you lightly touched on, there's a lot of bye weeks this week, and bye weeks coming up in the next few weeks. You know, people are they're going to be scurrying. They're going to drop some people that they don't want to because they're on bye to pick up other guys, and you know, they could put their team at a disadvantage.
Yep.
All right, buddy Tim, I want to thank you for your time on another episode of Champions Perspective. We always appreciate your time. We know it's valuable, buddy.
No, thank you. You can do all the hard work putting it all together. Good luck, everybody, this week.
Yep.
Sorry if you feel I jinxed anybody. That's not my intention. I really am, except for you, Puffer. I did really try to throw a jinx on you. Everybody else, I'm just trying to make some picks. All right. Have a good
buddy.
one.
See you later.
Yep.